Alright guys, we are now going to talk about how to set up the game board. Okay, so for just the sake of speed, I've already pre-set up some stuff, but one of the first things you're going to do is you're going to take one of the 4 peasant tokens and you're going to put them in each of the 4 different unique battlefield locations. Here's +2 hand, that says +2 magic, +2 gold, +2 draw. Now, some players asked, can I only get to this battlefield location if I'm sitting at that spot? No. We'll show you later on in the game that it doesn't matter where you're sitting, because your forces can actually go to any of those 4 different locations. We'll talk about that later. So once you put the peasants down, the next thing you're going to do is, starting with turn order, is you're going to put the different Fantasy Defender unit tokens in a cup. Make sure the heroes are not in there. That's something completely different. Now what you're going to do is, starting with the first player, again the player who drew the first order token, okay, he's going to draw one randomly and blindly and place one of those units anywhere on the castle towers or on the ramparts of the castle. So you'll see here, here's a halfling archer on one of the towers, a battle mage on another one. Another player put the warrior knight here on the ramparts, and the dwarven piker over here. Again, this is going to be, as you place around the castle more, you're going to want certain units in certain locations. And again, you know, if you've got a certain faction on a certain battle side, you may want to put melee units over there, or ranged units. Okay. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put all the castle walls on the board. So there's 3 castle walls to each castle side, and you just kind of put them in between where the ramparts are, okay, and the graphic where the wall shoots straight up. And there's going to be 3 on each side, and then you're going to put one of the castle walls here in the castle keep, okay, right there, and you'll see right there. Okay. All right, the next thing you're going to do is, one of the players is going to take the Fantasy Defender event deck and shuffle that really good. You'll take the boss deck and you'll also shuffle that as well. And then finally, you're going to go ahead and take the Fantasy Defender magic deck and shuffle that. And one thing I don't know if I said at the very beginning in the first video is, with your power deck, you want to make sure you shuffle that as well. Okay. Alright, and so that's how you set up the game board. And oh, actually, one last thing. Here's the turn order token in the shape of a sword. You'll notice on the game board there are 8 slots. Okay, you're going to put that in slot number 1, and that's going to denote turn 1. Alright, and that's how you set up the game board for Storm the Castle.